any of you who may follow my podcast, The Best Damn Camp, linked below, you may have heard in a recent episode a discussion in regards to the use of the mist and how in the House of Hades, it is Hazel who learns to use the mist. But for me, I felt like there was another character who technically already uses the mist, who should have been the one given this power. And that person is Piper. Yes, Piper is a mist user, just not in the way that we would expect. Because for me, Charm Speak is just another ability for the mist. It's never stated in the books themselves, but Charm Speak basically does the exact same things that the mist does and is used in the same way. We see it as much with Talia in the Titan's Curse when she uses the mist to verbally convince the teachers in the military school that they are students there and are going to the dance. And though it doesn't work on the monster, it does work on the teacher. And Charm Speak basically works in a pretty similar way. Piper, as we hear in the story, just has to speak something into existence and convince a person by basically just saying, this is mine, this is what's happening, you are doing this, we are going here. And it just happens. There is that weird part of apparently it only works on people who are attracted to her, which I hate so much, did not need to be a thing because it makes it really creepy with the fact that so many older men give her things like a car and various other items without complaint, because that leads into a whole other dodgy territory. But let's just pretend that part doesn't exist because it shouldn't have. But yes, all she has to say is a few words to convince mortals and demigods and monsters, and it works. And we do know that the mist works on demigods, monsters, and basically works on everyone. But Charm Speak specifically seems to work best on everyone, whereas the mist can be a little hit and miss. That is an accidental pun. But Charm Speak, like I said, is the use of words. The mist, what does have the use of words, as we see in the House of Hades, Hazel is able to do it with the use of her imagination. She doesn't have to say anything to convince Skyron that what he is doing is actually working. She has to put herself into the mind of the person she is trying to trick, think that all the terrible things that they want to happen are happening, act a little bit, and the mist works. It bends the image of what the person they want to trick wants to see, and that's what they see. But it's very connected to the idea of how the mist works. But Charm Speak, the fact that it is magic related, because that's the only explanation I can think of. Mist is magic, magic is Charm Speak is magic. Piper has magic. And that's why I feel like it would have made more sense for Piper to have been the one to be the magic user. And this is not to say that I dislike that it is Hazel who is the magic user, because yes, it also makes sense plot-wise for her to be. Kind of. But additionally, in comparison to Piper, Hazel does have many other aspects of her character, like she is a cavalry fighter. She has control over the uncontrollable horse Arion. She has abilities of earthbending, basically, and the bringing minerals and riches and stuff up from the ground. Like, she has other skills and abilities. They're not properly utilized because, again, Frank and Hazel are not treated that well in the stories. I will be doing a video on that at some point in the future. But Piper, in comparison, just has Charm Speak and a seeing dagger. That's all she has. That's all she has to contribute to the group, which leads to this whole problem of, like, fans not really liking Piper not really contributing much to the Seven. Something that she also then brings up, which after a while does get irritating when she continues to say she is of no use to the Seven. Because, yeah, she's kind of not. Because she's not being given anything to be of use with. But this could have been an opportunity for her to have it, because she already has the use of magic. I mean, she makes Festus sentient through the power of her voice. And even Leo later says he doesn't know how she did it or how he has continued to stay sentient. That's magic. Leo's literally the only thing Leo cannot understand is magic. He has this whole thing in House of Hades specifically where he's trying to figure out about the Athena Partheos and just cannot figure out what is on with it. Like, what's happening? What's going on? What is this? Why is this powerful? and it's because it's magic related. So logic assumes if Leo can't understand how Festus became sentient, it's probably magic related, which means again, Piper has magic. If Piper had been the one to be able to control the mist, had been the one chosen by Hecate, had been the one to meet Pacify, it would have made a lot of sense, especially also for when we go to the Burning Maze, she faces off with Medea again, because Medea is someone who controls the mist and also has charm speak related abilities. But it's magic. She is someone who can wield magic, and Piper has to face off against her. So her having the ability to use the mist and being taught it by Hecate, with the fact that she already can use the mist and magic with her charm speak, bringing Festus to life, all these things, it would just make more sense for her to be the one to learn mist and use it in the House of Hades against Pacify. Is this video random? Yes, but honestly, after figuring this out and having this conversation on the podcast about Piper being the magic user, honestly, it makes a lot of sense. Piper is someone who consistently complains about not being of use, who doesn't feel like she contributes to the group, who is probably the most hated in the fandom of the seven because she just complains and is only about Jason. If we'd added just this one aspect that would make her of use to the story and to the seven, it could have helped to a degree to make her a more likable character. Now, this is coming from someone who I actually really enjoyed Piper's character. I understand her a little bit. Emily, that's from reading about her in the Burning Maze and and a few other stuff throughout the series. But I don't know, I just think her being the mist user not only makes sense, but would have definitely helped her character a lot more. But what do you guys think? Do you think Piper is a magic user? Do you think she should have been the one to use the mist and Hazel have another story point? Again, there is the issue of Hazel and Frank not really being given much in the story, and I am planning on doing a video specifically about Frank and what happened with him in House of Hades, because my god. But yeah, let me know what you think about Piper and the mist in the comment section down below. As always, thank you so much for tuning into this video, everyone. I truly do appreciate it. As always, be sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment, share with your friends, check out my Patreon, check out my books. And yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.